Good afternoon. Let me first thank the Budget Chair for having posted the bill, Speaker-Elect Prieto, and of course to the bill sponsor, Assemblymember Johnson, for your leadership on the bill. You've heard from any number of our students, a small representation of those young men and women who will be so radically affected by the passage of this bill. Let's look, if we may, at another perspective as well, not in any way to denigrate their positions. On the contrary, they should be admired for their articulate comments, for their thoughtful thinking, and for having lived for them so many difficult years. The other point of view, of course, is that of the state of New Jersey and the society in which we hope to create. It would seem to me, as it seems to so many of my colleagues here in the Assembly, and I'm sure in the Senate as well, that New Jersey can ill afford to create a two-tiered system of citizenship, of residency, of living. It would seem to me as well that just a few days after the death and burial of Nelson Mandela, that we should particularly be concerned about the creation, God forbid, of any system which would create dual status. We understand that not everyone is documented in this country. We understand also that creation, the legalization, if you will, of separate and unequal benefits not any of us at all, certainly not the residents of this state. It's incumbent upon us to ensure that there is equal opportunity. It's incumbent upon us that we take advantage of the education of all of our children. It is incumbent that we take advantage of the talents and expertise of young men and women, whatever their status is, for the benefit of this state. Thank you so very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today was a victory indeed for all young people, not just those undocumented students, but everyone and all students in this state. We today have passed a bill that will go to the floor of the Assembly, I believe, on Thursday or the next voting session, and will get to the governor's desk this year, this calendar year. He made the promise that he supported in-state tuition and all the effects and attributes of in-state tuition, to include financial aid. It's a promise that he had made. He's backtracking now a bit, but let's see what he will do. He made the commitment, he made the promise. We in the Budget Committee passed this bill out. We'll go to the floor of the Assembly, and once it gets out of the Assembly, it'll go to his desk for his signage, where he signs off on it, or for his CV. It's been a pleasure to work with these young people here today. If you want to make change, get young people together. It's worked in the past in this country, it'll work in the future, and this is an example of that. So it's been an honor to work with this young group, providing leadership, and they provided leadership and guidance. So we should count today as a victory for everyone in this state. And thank you, Chair, Budget Chair, and also Gary for your advice, and our new colleague.
I want to thank everybody for being here today. Today was just another rung on the ladder of success for these students that we are climbing, hopefully to get to the ultimate goal. About a week ago, I had the opportunity to speak at West New York High School, a very similar high school that I went to, and I told the kids there that were sitting in the audience that about some 30-some-odd years before, I sat in one of those chairs there, and if I'm anything of the possibilities, and there's no limits of where they could go, I'm one of those, because I told them I probably was sitting in the back not paying attention at that point in time, but you get yourself going and there's opportunities there for you. If we don't provide these opportunities for them and these children that are here, or young adults I should say, I can relate to them coming here and not knowing the language, what they have accomplished so far. K through 12, we've been giving them aid, full freight. We've been paying for their education. How fair is that we tell them after 12th grade, there's no future for you? Just standing back there and listening that when kids talk, I want to be a fireman, I want to be this, I want to be a teacher. How do you take that away? And just to say, well, it's an issue, it's about money, it's about equality, it's about fairness, it's about what this country's all about. I live the American dream every day. These kids should be able to be afforded what I have been able to succeed and attain, and it's all attainable to them. In this country, the sky's the limit. We need to give them those opportunities. Aid, we need to do a better job as legislators to fund it, to make sure the money's there. And again, this is something that's long overdue. I commend them for, taking up this mantle and bringing it to our attention, putting it in the spotlight. And this is just the next step. We'll have it on the voting floor, hopefully on the governor's desk, sign into law. And these kids can become productive citizens, and their dreams are only where the imagination can take them. Thank you so much.